struggling with Propfirms? Let's go. Hey guys, today we're going to go over something that's going to be very helpful. So I'm going to quickly mark out these zones. Obviously gold has been trending, bearish pretty much all day, and if I just quickly mark out these zones, and we're gonna use a little, now you've probably seen this before, but I'm going to show you how to use this the correct way, right? And what this basically is let me bring this in first of all. Now this is Forex market sentiment, right? And right, if you've already heard about this, long story short, right, it's basically wherever you see majority of, there's a majority green. So this is an example of NZD, New Zealand CHF, right? So you can see majority green. Now majority of people, this is actual people, right? Actual data, real data, actual money. So you can see 82% people are going long, 18% are going short. The volume you can see is 83.61 lots, for long 376.96 lots, position 667, along 29.28, and we know 95%. I'm not going to waste time first of all. So 98, 95, 99% people lose money. So if majority are buying, and the minority are going for a sell, what do you think that information tells you, or what do you think we should do, right? So let's look at this. So this is the data for gold. Majority are buying, minority are selling. And what is gold doing right now? Even though we are in a bearish trend, so people are just trying to catch the low of this, right? And then trying to catch the reversal. Why? Trade with the trend. Now apply the strategy with it, right? Don't just go off this. First of all, don't just if I just want to example, let me hide all these, right? So we'll only use the gold. Where is it? Bring gold in. So gold is showing majority of buying, right? So don't be like, oh yes, majority of buying, so I'm just gonna enter a buy. No, apply it with your strategy. So we use the break and retest, obviously, right? We as in me and my mentorship students. By the way, link will be in the video description. As you can see here, students finding success. And if you're interested in the one-to-one mentorship from myself, yes, where you speak to myself, not any staff members, anything like that, link will be in the video description. And if you just want to even find an affordable course, and you think you're not able to get the mentorship, I made a super affordable course that's maybe 700k funded. The price is basically due to high demand. And yeah, so consistent updates as well, not just a course with PDF files, and no, regular updates. And so you'll have your own password, email address as your user ID, and then you'll just get consistent updates. And obviously this is where the elites are. If you join the mentorship, and you can see obviously here where the live trades, losing trades, it's all about transparency, so everything gets shown. Okay, so without wasting any time, so we've got our zones marked out. Now Forex sentiment is telling me, let me just bring that up. So majority, let's find a better example in this. Let's find something. Let's go show all. Now watch this, right? Let's do this. If we actually had to, okay, AUD NZD. Look at this. 84% are going for a buy. So we're gonna see how many, which one. Okay, we don't trade something like this. It's a bit let me see. So far that one only made sense to look at, because the other ones that are a bit crazy. Okay, AUD NZD, we'll look at this one, right? So let's search this one up. AUD NZD, where are you, my friend? Okay, look at this, we are bullish at this point in this. Obviously overall we are very bearish. If I go to the bigger time frame, yep, we are bearish. On the smaller time frame, we are a little bit, slightly bullish. But Forex sentiment is saying AUD NZD is very bullish. A majority are taking a buy, minority are taking a sell. What do you think we should be the right thing to do? Is go for looking ways to take sells. How can we do this? Let's go on, mark our. Now we're going to apply this way you can start applying the break and retest, right? Now my biggest edge is obviously the way I mark out my zones, right? And obviously, you know, when your entries are super important, but they don't really mean anything if your zones are not in the best of places, or not, well, what I'm trying to say is not drawn out correctly. So now we've got our zones marked out. What do you think is the next step from here? Now obviously, you know, this is late, like we're going to head towards the end of New York session, but you know, you want to wait for these when there's volume, you know, a lot of movement in the markets. So we are bullish here. Do you think I want to focus on taking buys at this stage? Absolutely not. Whether even if I take a sell and lose the trade, I know I'm going, you know, I'm not we're trading with the minority, not with the majority, because majority, if majority, you know, we're trading, you know, if everyone's, look at all the numbers here, right? Something is wrong here, because we got the data here, so something is wrong. Why? Because why are 99% people losing then, right? If majority of the people were right, but majority of the people are losing, so these small minority, these are the people that are making it work for themselves, right? If we go back to the small time frame, now I have used this you know, in the past quite a few times, and I've even had someone message me recently saying, you know, he was applying my strategy, and then when he applied the you know, forex sentiment, it just took his trading to another level. So you know what I'll do is, because someone's gonna like, let's actually do this. So let me move this out of the way. Let's go on Discord. So this particular person, he's not in the mentorship, he's just a random individual, and he just messaged me out of the blue saying, yo bro, can I share, you know, or I think I found the best pair to trade at the current moment. It's a concept I found somewhere and it works with your concept too. So he's basically sending me this video, right? And he's saying, you know, he's bagged a 1 to 10 applying my method, and a 1 to 7, and now he's past this phase 1, and what he's basically doing is obviously using forex sentiment. Now obviously backtest this, try it out, you know, don't just now if it works, obviously this is why I want to share it with you guys. If it's working for one individual, I want it to be as helpful as possible for everyone else as well. So you know, maybe you guys try it out as well, you never know what'll happen. So obviously now we are, you know, a little bit bullish here, but you know, we are, look at this overall huge head and shoulder pattern, right, indicating bearish push momentum to the downside, building up, overall bearish trend on the much bigger time frame. And if we go to a small time frame, you know, we gain this huge wick to the top, rejection, you know, and so I mean, still anything can happen. This could still obviously just, you know, start, you know, just shooting to the sky, but then obviously at the end of the day, back test and try out, because you never know what kind of, you know, let's just pick out another example. Okay, majority of the people, euro, Audi, euro, Australian dollar, majority of the people are selling, you know, going short on euro AUD. So let's grab this as an example as well. So where's euro? I try to have this in alphabetical order, so I always get lost looking for these. Okay, so majority of the people are selling. Let me just double check on that. AUD USD, sorry, euro AUD, in which I just can't find anymore. Let's hide all euro AUD. So move this. Okay, majority of the people are selling. What is market do? What is, you know, look at this, but the market's going bullish. How crazy is that? Right now obviously makes sense, while for the short period of time they were. Why? Because we were bearish for a short period of time, but the overall trend is bullish, and we have broken a few of the major structures, so anything can still happen. But on the mini trend, now we are bullish. Now obviously see, it's trying to pick up volume, right? So if any sellers, you know, how could I use this to my advantage? Is obviously marking out my zones, and then after I mark out my zones, I'll be looking at, you know, areas to capitalize from. So one is here. Ooh, let me just move this out of the way. So breakout, retest, boom. Or let me just mark this one, breakout, retest, boom. Right now, there's one thing obviously you want to keep in mind is you will lose some trades. You're not going to win every single one. It's not some kind of a you're not found the this secret to winning every single one of your trades or having a 100% win rate. No, you will lose, but the amount of times combined with your risk to reward, and even if you have maintained a 40, 50% win rate with a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, you're going to be Propfirm challenge is going to be super comfortable. Passing them is going to be super comfortable for you. So yeah, try it out, back test it. I hope you found value from this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Take care. I'm out.